My elderly neighbor insists she is pregnant. I spit out my coffee thinking that it must have been a joke, but she stared at me with not even a hint of amusement on her face. Deb and her husband had mostly kept to themselves, but when her husband died 2 months ago, Deb started visiting often. Chuck and I were very physical right up until he died. She winked. God sent me his child so he can continue to be with me. Haven't you gone through menopause? I know it is hard for you to understand, but this is the work of God. Chuck and I always wanted a child, but we could never get pregnant. It's a true miracle. I told myself that this was her way of coping, so I decided to play along. Then Deb started using her pregnancy to gain favors. She needed help with chores and errands because the pregnancy was draining her. I figured I was helping to ease some of her grief, but after a while I knew she was taking advantage of me. One morning she came over at 5 a.m. Baby has me up early these days, I'm starving. Could you help me with breakfast? Enough, Deb, you're not pregnant. How dare you? You're wrong. 2 months passed before I ran into her again. My mouth dropped at the sight of her. Her previously loose-fitting cardigan could barely stretch around her stomach. When she saw me looking at her belly, she smirked. Told you I was pregnant, Chuck Jr. Is growing at a healthy rate, no thanks to you. She must have stuffed her sweater with something. Can I feel? Keep your hands off of me. I laughed and walked away. Clearly, she didn't want me to feel whatever she had stuck under her clothes. 3 months later, she knocked on my door. I wanted to roll my eyes at the sight of her. Her pregnant belly had doubled in size. The doctor insists I bring someone to my appointment. You're the only person I know around here. My instinct was to decline, but then I realized this would finally force her to drop the act. When we arrived at the doctor's office, the nurse asked me to exit the room and led me down the hall where the doctor was waiting. Sarah, I wanted to speak with you alone. Deborah has been under my care and I've asked her to bring in a family member several times. She believes that she is pregnant, and we need help handling this. What she needs is some psychiatric help and for someone to tell her to stop stuffing her shirt to fake being pregnant. The thing is, Sarah, she is not faking that part. It does appear her husband's death may have sparked some type of psychosis, but her abdomen truly is the size of a third-term pregnancy. He paused. It's fluid buildup from stage 4 ovarian cancer. She has less than 6 months to live. Subscribe to us for more such scary stories. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.